You know, the hardest part of the job, I think, is when you feel like you can't make those changes quickly. The opioid crisis is a good example of that. You know, people are dying every day, and I'm supposed to be the one to fix it. I mean, obviously not me by myself, but you put that kind of pressure on yourself, and you want to be able to make the changes needed to turn that around.
What still needs to happen?
It's not one thing. It's going to be a whole array of things. And I was just in Richmond announcing some funding for the Richmond Addiction Services Society and Turning Point. And I said what I always say is that we can't squander this crisis. We can't let this unprecedented public health crisis go without improving the system of care we have for people with mental health and substance use issues. And I know it's not just mental health and substance use when we're talking about people who've died from fentanyl, because there are people who use drugs that aren't addicted that have died. So it's not a simple thing, but I think this is an opportunity to change the way we think about addictions, drug use generally, and think about the health issues, not criminal issues. And I think in BC we've probably done that. I know we've done that more than any other jurisdiction in North America. But I think what we need to do above all is what we're doing, which is expanding the life-saving harm reduction strategies that keep people alive first and foremost. And then expand the access to treatment so that when they're ready for help, we're there and we can provide it. And again, we've seen that with the increased access to Suboxone, the prescribing practices, the recommendations of the BC Centre for Substance Use, making sure that finances aren't a barrier to accessing either Suboxone or methadone. And of course, increasing the services, whether it's residential treatment services with the 500 beds and the short-term contracts we'll have with private recovery providers, but also the mobile detox and the outreach detox that for many people is very, very successful.